Hello guys, good evening to all. Hope everyone can hear me. Good evening to all. My name is Prakash. I am the math tutor for this webinar, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay. So I hope you guys know the today's topic as well. Okay, people are chatting. Yes, it's a good Sultan. Okay, so we'll start the session, the webinar in a moment. Okay, let's wait for another 30 seconds or so and see if anybody joins. Okay. So hope you guys know the today's topic, isn't it? So today we're going to discuss about the triangles and the properties of triangles, the angles in a triangles, and we'll do some questions as well. Okay, so we'll start now. Just a second. So the triangles and its properties for the class 9. Okay. What do you mean by a triangle? Anybody? Anyone? Okay, a shape with total angle is 180. Three-sided polygon, one student said. Another student, three sides triangles. Excellent. Okay, so all are correct though. So the basic property is it has a three sides. It is a three-sided polygon. So the good that Dana mentioned, it is the three-sided polygon, which means it is a polygon. Basically, the polygons depends on the number of sides. So it is a three-sided polygon. Okay, so which means it's a 2D shape, isn't it? It's a two-dimensional shape, a flat shape we can call it as. And it has three angles, as you guys said. The sum of three angles add up to 180 degrees. So that's nice. Okay, let's go to the definition and see if you, see, this is what you guys told just now. So it's a flat shape, the 2D shape. It is also called as a polygon which has, sorry, that is three sides. Okay, one moment, guys. So that was just a moment. Where it is. Yeah. So it has three-sided polygons, isn't it? Okay. So what are the properties of triangle? Just have a look at these. I hope you guys know all these things, but have a look at this. So the properties of triangle, a triangle has three sides and three angles, as you said. And the sum of the three angles, okay? So those three angles, which angles we are pointing out, which is interior angles. I hope everyone knows that. If you want me to explain a bit more, just a second. So let's draw a triangle here. So which three angles? The interior angles, the angles which are there inside the diagram, inside the triangle. Okay, these three angles add up to 180, not the exterior. What do you mean by exterior? The angles which comes outside the diagram. See, these are the angles. The angles which I are represented in red color. Those angles are exterior angles. Okay, so the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Any angle of a triangle always greater than 0. Okay, the angle means it has been either it has to be more than 0, which means in between 0 to 180. any of the angle, if you take any of three angles, all the angles in between 0 to 180. And you can see the fourth point, important one, not more than one angle can be 90 or more. So which means in a triangle, the maximum of one angle will be more than 90 degrees, guys. And the last one, you guys know that. So that is the sum of the length of any two sides will always greater than the third side. So that's what from using this definition, we will go ahead with the Pythagoras theorem and all. So what do you mean by this? If you're taking any two sides, and you're adding those, sum of, for example, let's name it as a one side as 8 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. If you take any two values here, let's take 8 plus 6, which is 14. So 14 is always greater than the third side. Third side is 7 in this, okay? So sum of two sides must be greater than the other side. So that's the basic property. If this property, this one not satisfies, then we can't draw the triangle. Hope you guys are able to follow me. So I will explain what I mean to say. For example, if we have 25, 5, and 4, is it possible to draw a triangle with these lengths? These lengths, which is 25 centimeters. If you want me to write 25 centimeters, 5 centimeters, or 4 centimeters. Is it possible to draw a triangle? Anyone? No. The reason? Yes, the reason, the same thing, like I said, if you take any two sides, so I'm taking the second and third sides, the sum of those two sides must be greater than the third side, which is 25. So this is not satisfied. So we can't draw the triangle. So these are not the dimensions of triangle, you can say. I hope everyone understand that. Please let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Anybody? Okay, so I will give one more question then. Tell me if it is possible to draw a triangle. 28, 12. Is it possible to draw a triangle? Greater than or equals to. I need to add one more thing. It's not about a greater than a, it's a greater than or equals to, guys. Sorry to miss that. Okay, so just add that. Okay, it is greater than or equals to. So it is possible to draw the triangle, as you said. Why? The same reason. We are going to take 8 plus 12, which is 20. Exactly is 20, which means the third one is also 20. So it is possible to draw a triangle. Okay, so it doesn't matter which type of a triangle. We are not concentrating on that part. Is it possible to draw a triangle or not? So that's the rule. Okay, so if you want, I will explain one more using one more example. Just a second. So it's not about, you can see the definition if you want. I will show you once more. Sum of the length of any two sides. So it doesn't matter which two lengths you're taking. So all the times it must be satisfied. What do you mean by that? Let's say, guys, this is a length of A from here to here. Let's call it as a A. And let's call this as a B. And this call as a C. Okay, this is not a right angle though, but I'm just trying to take the side lengths, A, B, C, guys. So can you please tell me the rule, which I have explained so far? A plus B greater than C. One thing. The second thing, A plus C, greater than or equals to B. The third one more, B plus C greater than or equals to A. So all these three conditions must satisfy, then only it's a triangle, guys. Okay, if one is not possible, I mean one is not working, so obviously it's not a triangle. It's not possible to draw a triangle, guys. So these are the basics of triangle. Please let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Okay. So the next one. So I mean these are the properties. You can say few more. We can add few more properties. How many vertices we have in a triangle? What's the lines of symmetry we have? Okay, so we can add a couple more properties. Okay, then. So what about the types? Anybody? What are the types of triangles? Okay, equilateral, scalene, I got the answer. Acute. Okay, the students, yep, that's nice to see that you guys are answering. Yep, perfect, guys. Okay, so I just want to break these types in two ways. Okay, types of angles using the sides, using or based on the sides, and the types of triangles based on, yes, guys, yes, Sultanana, yep. And I'm just going to break these types in two ways, two parts rather. One is using the number of sides, using the angles or based on angles. So now tell me, what are the types of triangles based on sides? Very good. Equilateral. Second one is a scalene or isosceles we can add. And the third one is isosceles. So only these three types are based on the sides. Okay. Angles using angles, which is acute, obtuse, and the right angle. Okay. Yes, we can say all these six are the types of triangles, but types of triangles based on sides, based on angles. So we have to separate. Okay, let's discuss each one separately, guys. Before that, just have a look at this. So this is what I was trying to explain. Hope you can see the the PPT. The types of triangle. So classified based on the sides and based on the interior angles. Okay, so that is also important one. If everyone understand, we'll go to the next. Anybody has any questions? Okay. So please remember these separation, okay? I mean the classification using the number of sides and raw the types of, the lengths of sides and using the angles. Okay, so let's discuss each one. So what do you mean by, let's start with the equilateral. What do you mean by equilateral triangle, guys? What do you mean by equilateral triangles? Yes, Sarfan, very good. So equilateral triangle, in since all sides are equal and all the interior angles are equal. Okay, so let me draw the triangle quickly. So it little. Okay, so I hope everyone agrees with me. This looks like equilateral. Just a second. Yeah, I hope this looks much better. Okay, so let's name it as the ABC. So the triangle ABC is equilateral because all sides are equal. See, if sides are equal, please listen here. If sides are equal, we used to use these symbols, okay, which is the corresponding sides are equal and all, okay. So if I am using one line here, which means in all three sides, you can see that because all three sides are equal. So same thing with the angles, guys. So as Anna said, each angle is 60 degree because the sum of three interior angles is 180 degrees. We have a three angles, so each one is equal means we'll get obviously 60. So each one is 60. Anybody has any questions? Okay. So let's go to the definition and see. What is equilateral triangle? All the lengths of the sides are equal and angles are also equal. Each of the interior angle is measures a 60 degree. So that's what the lines indicates, okay? Okay, one more thing I need to add here. Maybe this is a little out of syllabus. How do we represent the angle? Let's call this triangle as a ABC. So can you please tell me, guys, anyone, how do we represent the angle? I'm not asking the value. I'm asking how do we represent the angle A? Anybody? So this is a symbol we are going to use, guys, for an angle. This is a symbol. So this is nothing but angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay, this is a single. This is a symbol. A theta is fine. Theta is the value of an angle instead of. I mean, in place of an angle, we use that, which is angle A equals to theta 1, angle A equals to theta 2, angle C equals to theta 3. So theta is the actual angle, guys. But representation of an angle is using this symbol. Okay, theta is nothing but an angle value. So what I mean to say, theta in a sense, the angle, actual angle, which is 60 degrees in this case. But representation of an angle, this is this one, but angle A is not 60. We need to say it is a measure of angle. See, we must write m in front of that angle if we are calculating the angle, if we are finding the angle rather. So M stands for measure. So you can see that in the line, in the definition line here, the measure of 60 degrees, which means measure of angle A is 60 degree, measure of angle angle B, and measure of angle C. I hope you guys understand this one. So going forward, this helps. Arfan, Sultan, Iris, do you have any questions? Iris, are you able to follow me? Okay, nice question. Nice question, Sultan. Okay. See, in a same triangle, it's not possible. In a same triangle, it's not possible. If you're talking about all three angles, all three sides, it's not possible. But two angles, two sides. If two angles are equal or two sides are equal, then it is possible, Sultan. So what I mean to say, let's go to the next type. Just a second. Here it is, guys. The isosceles triangle. Here, the two sides are equal. The two sides are equal, which means this side and this side are equal. Let's call it as a triangle ABC here, which means side AB is equals to AC. Okay, but BC is different. The length of BC is different. Similarly, angle B equals to angle C. So but angle A is different. Okay. Sultan, do you understand now? So it's not possible, what do you call it, using three angles and three lengths. I mean, it won't differ, okay? What your question, having equal angles but not in equal lengths. No, it's not possible. But in isosceles triangle, two angles are equal. If two angles of a triangle are equal, then it is isosceles. If two angles are equal, obviously the sides of that triangle becomes, I mean, the two sides of a triangle is equal. What I mean to say, guys, let's go to the whiteboard. Let me explain the. Just give me a second. Let me draw a triangle. Okay, I hope. See, if I give these values 60, 60, and 60, obviously this is a equilateral triangle, which means the sides are also equal. That's it. If angles, all angles are 60 degrees, then obviously the side length, if you take 10 centimeter, this one is also 10 centimeters. This one is also 10. Even though they haven't given the value or a length of a side, we just need to assume that all the sides are equal, since because they have given all the angles are 60 degrees. So obviously it's going to be equilateral triangle. Similarly, I'm just erasing a bit here. They haven't given the angles, but they have given the lengths. This is 9 centimeter, this is 9 centimeter, this is also 9 centimeter, which means all three sides are equal, which means what? Obviously, all three angles equal. That's it. So all three angles in a sense, it becomes a 60, 60, 60 again. Sultan, do you understand? Iris? Anna? Arfan? Sorry. Yep. Okay, guys, good. So let me draw one more triangle here. We don't have a triangular shape in this whiteboard. So we need to draw separately. Just a second, guys. I hope this looks fine. See, I'm just explaining what are the types of questions we may expect. I mean, we might get in the exams and all, okay? See, they have given these two angles are equal. So let's say a 70 and 70, guys. So can anyone tell me what type of a triangle it is? If it is a 70 and a 70, if two angles are equal.
Isosceles?
Yes, very good. Very good. Yep, isosceles. Because two angles are equal. That's it. Which means this side and this side is going to be equal, even though they haven't given the lengths. So those two sides must be the same. Okay. And from this, can you please tell me, anyone, what is the angle of this one? Like, let's say ABC. What is the angle of A? 40? Sultan said 40. Everyone agrees to that? I hope everyone knows that. I mean, everyone agrees to that, I hope. Which is sum of all angles add up to 180 degrees. So 70 plus 70 would be 140. So the remaining angle would be a 40 degrees, guys. Iris? Arfan? What do you think, guys? So please let me know if I'm going too fast. Iris, looking for your interaction. Arfan, what do you think? Brunda? Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on then. Okay. We might get a question like this, guys. They won't give anything. They just give in the form of a lines. That's it. What type of a triangle it is? Isosceles.
Isosceles.
So can you please explain me why? Can you please tell me the reason why? And Anna and the other student. Yeah, the two sides are same. So here the lengths are given, lengths not given, or angles are not given. So how can you conclude the two sides are equal? Because based on this one, guys, please concentrate on this. Which means these two sides are equal. This side is different. Okay. Good that you guys understand. Okay, let's go to the another type. So done with the equilateral and isosceles. We'll work on in questions, but I'm just explaining the theory part. Okay, what is isosceles triangle? Sorry, scalene triangle. All three sides are different. All three sides are different, and also each of the angle is different. Each of the interior angle is different. Yes, Sultan. Yep. And you can see the diagram how it looks like. Yeah, have a look at the diagram, guys. So we used to represent the angle. For angle also we used to represent this way sometimes. See, angle is different because we have we have mentioned in different ways, right, using the different curves. You can see that all three sides are equal, all three angles are equal. I hope everyone understand. Then let's move to the next types. So these three are the types of triangles based on sides. Okay, you can ask me how come sides only we learn angles, but basically speaking, these three angles, these three triangles depends on both sides and angles, but the coming one, which is completely depends on the angles. I hope you guys know the quadrants, right? Quadrants, how many quadrants we have, and what are the types of angles we have. We learned in the previous webinars, if you guys are attended, the types of angles. So we learned acute, obtuse, right angle, reflex angle, full angle, straight angle, and all these things. Yeah. So just have a look at the type of triangle. Acute triangle. What is acute triangle? All the angles must be less than, each angle must be less than 90 degrees. Yes, Sultan. Yes, Anna. Good. Okay. So if I give like 70, 60, which one? The other one going to be is 50. So is it acute triangle? It is an acute triangle because each of three angles are less than 90 degrees. So it is acute triangle. Okay. So let's move to the next one. So obtuse triangle. Obtuse. What do you mean by obtuse, guys? One angle is more than 90 degrees. Yeah. So it's not about other three angles. When we learn the properties of triangles, we learned that, right? Maximum of one angle is going over 90, which is above 90. So that's one. So let's change some values here. So example, let's take 100, 60, and 20. Okay. So this is obtuse angle. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. This is just a theory part. We'll do some questions as well. So the right angle, I hope everyone knows the right angle. So the commonly used triangle, guys, isn't it? Yeah, the one angle is always a 90 degree. And from this right angle, okay, going forward, you guys are going to learn the trigonometry and all, introduction of trigonometry, I think in ninth class you will start the trigonometry. So this right angle triangle is the base for the right trigonometry, you can call it as, because in trigonometry mostly we are going to discuss about using the right angle triangle. So one angle is 90°. What is opposite of this 90°? Opposite side of this 90° is called as hypotenuse side. Hypotenuse side. Okay, and the other two sides are called as adjacent, and the opposite side depends on the angle. Okay, so can you please tell me the relationship between angle? So here angle B is the fixed value, which is 90°. So can you please tell me the relationship between angle A and C? Anyone? What is the relationship between angle A and angle C? Is it equal? What is the relation we have? Sultan, Iris, Arfan? Okay. Both are not a right angle. Okay, not. Yeah, you are right. Anna said correctly though. Yeah. So which means the other two angles, because we know that for any triangle, the angles add up to 180 degrees, the total angle. Sum of all three interior angles to add up to 180 degrees. If one angle is 90°, obviously the other two angles add up to another 90, which means what? Angle A plus angle C is 90 degrees. I hope everyone agree with me here. So angle A and angle C, what is the relationship? Those two add up to 90 degrees. And one more thing, these two are the complementary angles. What do you mean by complementary angles? Anyone? I think in the previous webinar we learned that. Please tell me if you remember, guys. What do you mean by complementary angles? If or when the two angles add up to only two angles, okay, when the two angles add up to 90 degrees, those two angles are called as complementary angles, guys. Sultan, Arfan, Iris, able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let me know, guys. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Happy to help you. So if two angles add up to, it's not three, okay? So we always take two angles. If any two angles add up to 90 degrees, those two angles are called as the complementary angles. Similarly, you guys know that, or might know this, sum of the two angles, if two angles add up to 180 degrees, then it is called as the supplementary angles. For example, let's say this is angle A and this is angle B. If these two angles add up to 180 degrees, it is nothing but a supplementary angles. Supplementary in a sense, two angles add up to 180. Complementary angles in a sense, the two angles add up to 90 degrees, guys. Okay, so I think I'm done with the types of triangles. Yeah. So now we'll go to the actual questions, okay? So if everyone okay, let me know, guys, if any questions. Okay. Okay. I will ask you a few questions. Try to answer. If not, I will explain though. Okay. So before asking these questions, let me explain the area as well. So how to find the area of a triangle? How to find the area of a triangle? Okay, so the student said of BH, of into base into height. Yes, everyone agrees to that? If yes, what about the types of triangles? Is it differ based on the types? Is it differ based on the types? So one student said no. What about others? It's just an interaction, guys. It doesn't matter if it is yes, if you say no. I'm just checking. Will it differs finding the area of a triangle based on the types, you can call it as? No? Okay. In different, no, I'm not asking different polygons, Sultan. Okay, so we are completely concentrating on triangles. In triangles, we learn types, right? Out of those types, like isosceles, scalene, which one? What is the other one? Yeah, so the isosceles, scalene, and the equilateral, or the right angle, or an acute angle, is it going to differ? So no is one student answer. Let's try then. So let's start with the right angle triangle, guys. Just a second. Okay, I hope everyone knows this. This is a base here. Let's take it as a 6 inches. And this is in height. Let's take it as 8 inches. So what is the area? So for this question, it's a very straightforward, which is half into base into height. Okay, what is base? Okay, 6 times 8, 48, 48 divided by 2. So area is going to be 24. Yes, Sultan. Yes, Sana. Yeah, 24 inches square. Okay, square inches. See, this is the right angle triangle. It has a base, it has a height. So, okay. So we can use this formula. So let me ask you, let's take a different triangle, guys, and see if it works. It is an equilateral triangle. Okay, I think everyone knows the Pythagoras theorem, so that's why I'm giving this question. Okay, just take it as yeah, 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 8 centimeters. So how it works? So rather, I will conclude this as a equilateral triangle, and if you want, I will give the height as well. Maybe let's take a 6. Yeah, 6 centimeters, guys. Okay. But we have two triangles here, right? So can anyone tell me what is the area? Okay, so I have taken the same lens. Okay. Sultan, Arfan, you agree with the 24? Iris? Okay. Okay, good that. Okay. So let me change the question itself. I think 24 is the correct answer, guys. Let me change the question a bit. If this length, only this length is 5 centimeters, now tell me what is the area of this triangle? Yeah, waiting for your answers. $180, I didn't get you $180. Which $180? The total area, $180. What do you mean by $180? I didn't get you, Sultan. I mean, your answers. Others are fine. I really didn't understand what exactly you mean to say of 180. Okay, yeah. See, good that you guys are able to find this. This is half of the length is base is 5 centimeters, so total becomes 10 centimeters. So obviously 10 times 6 divided by 2. Very nice, guys. 30 centimeters square. So what about a scalene triangle? So before that, oh wait. Yeah, before that, let me give one isosceles. Okay. This one is 10 centimeters. This whole length would be 8 centimeters. So what is the area of this? Okay, the 40 is correct answer, centimeter square. Okay, so which means I hope everyone understands how to find the area. It's a very straightforward, which is finding using the formula. Okay. So, but going forward, you are going to learn the formula for a scalene triangle, not a scalene, you can say. So let me tell you why the scalene triangle won't work, guys. Let's take this as a length. So can you please tell me, how can you find the height of this triangle? If you, I'm just assuming this is a scalene triangle. Let's say this is the 4 centimeters. This is 7 centimeters. This is 8 centimeters. So please tell me now, how can you find the area? Base directly goes to the highest point. What do you mean by that? Is this the one you're talking about? Is this the one you're talking about? And anybody? Longest length is not going to be height, guys. No, Sultan, it's not going to be height.
Would you just extend the 7 centimeters a bit across, and then when you get to that point, you would like go directly upwards to the highest point, and then you'll get the height?
No, I didn't get you. Can you please draw that?
I can't draw on the board.
Okay. So please repeat that. Let's try to draw what you're saying.
So you'll go to the other side of the triangle.
Okay. I'm here. Okay.
The other side.
You mean here?
Yeah, there.
Okay.
And then you move it a bit across, and then when you reach that, no.
This way?
No, you have to go outside of the triangle.
Okay.
The point.
I didn't get you really.
So if you go to the highest point and then go straight down, like not diagonally.
Okay. Got your point. Yeah. Okay. Then? Is this a height?
Yeah.
But
outside of like the triangle.
But that's fine. But how can you find this height now? If height is given also, so how come? I mean, this See, for example, I will give this as a height, or if you extend a bit in this, so this is a height. So then this portion is more than this portion, isn't it? So which one you are going to take as a base? 8 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 4 centimeters?
Well, you'd have to find out like the base.
Okay. So for scalene triangles, we have a formula called, we have a separate formula to find the area, guys. That's what I'm just trying to explain. That's why this explanation and all these things. So this is a formula we are going to use. So the name of the formula to find the scalene triangle, guys. Okay, so how to find that? It's not a difficult one. It looks little different, but let me show you that. So A equals to area equals to the square root of, just follow this, S into S minus A, S minus B, and times S minus C. So you might have a question, what is S? S is nothing but half of perimeter. S is nothing but half of perimeter. So let me know, guys, if it is confusing. S means half of perimeter. What do you mean by perimeter? Sum of all three sides, right? So that's a perimeter. So A plus B plus C divided by 2. Half of perimeter is nothing but S. S means half of perimeter. So how do you find the perimeter? You are going to add all three sides. 4 plus 8 plus 7. So you will get the S value. What is the S value here? I think we will get, we might get in, what do you call it? So let me change this one then. Yeah. So please find perimeter, the S value here, guys. 4 plus 6 plus 8, which is 18. 18 by 2. So S value is 9, yes. And you guys know what is A value. You can take any of this. If you're taking A as a 4, B as a 6, and C as a 8. So just substitute the values and we will ended up getting the area of that harms, this scalene triangle. So whatever you said, and I think it works by finding the height. Okay, but then we don't have a midpoint. We don't know which base we need to take. So that's why the best way of finding the area for a scalene triangle using this formula. Okay, so S value you got 9. So 9 minus 9 times 9 minus what is A value? 4. Then times 9 minus 6. Then times 9 minus what is the other value, which is 8. Then just go ahead and simplify. 9 minus 4 is 5, then 3, then 1. Just multiply all these things, guys. 9 5s 45. 45 3s are 135, isn't it? Yeah. So square root of 135. So what is this? What is the area of this scalene triangle? Square root of 135 centimeters square. If we simplify, we'll get maybe around 11 square is 121. So 11.62 centimeters square. Okay. For these questions, you are allowed to use a calculator anyway. But I hope you guys know how to find the square root of a number. So the bigger picture is we are concentrating on finding the area of a scalene triangle, guys. Anybody has any questions? Yes, no? Okay. So please remember this formula. It's a very straightforward. If you remember the formula, that's more than enough. the other things will follow. So you know the A, B, C values. You just need to find S value and then substitute all. We will get the form. I mean, we'll get the area. Okay. So now let's go to the questions, the types of questions. So we'll do both angles and sides, guys. It looks like a scalene triangle, I hope. So this angle is given a 70 degrees and this one is 60 degrees. So please tell me what is the angle of A. Along with this, I want you to find what type of a triangle, what type of a triangle it is. What is angle A? $80, Sultan, please check it again. I don't think it's 80. Can you please check that? Others? Arfan? Okay. It is a 50 degrees, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys understand now. Oh, okay. What is the type? Okay, so one student said acute. What about the others? So I want two types. Okay, in a triangle, we will get two types. I mean, two types of
Obtuse?
triangle. No, it is acute because all the angles are
acute
less
triangle.
than, yeah, because all the angles are less than 90 degrees, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the other type of triangles we can call this one as? All the angles are different. So it is called as a scalene. Yes, guys, very good. Okay, give one more question now, just a second. Just a moment, guys. Yep, here it is. So this angle is 40. 40 is too much. Just a moment. Let's take a 50. No. 65 and 65. So please tell me, please find the third angle. So the unknown angle, and please tell me the types of an angle. I mean, types of a triangle. What is angle A? The measure of angle A. And what are the types? What type of triangle it is? So what is the angle? The first thing. Waiting for
50?
you. 50, I think that's correct. 130 take away 180, 50 degrees, very good. Okay.
Acute?
Acute, okay, so again we did acute angle, okay. What about the
And
other type?
isosceles. Isosceles.
Why isosceles?
Because two sides are equal.
Very nice. Okay, good one, guys. And the next one. Okay, just a second. Okay. So, okay, I think please tell me what type of triangle. Okay, no need to find the type of. I mean the remaining two angles. Please tell me what type of triangle it is. Okay. Okay. One more thing I need to add here, guys. This one. Okay. Sorry. Guys, understand? Understand the question? If not, I will explain. Okay, see here, which means these two sides are equal. The length of this side and the length of this side is going to be equal. If two sides are equal, what do you mean by that? It is a isosceles. So if it is an isosceles, one angle is 110. What are the other two angles? Can you please tell me now? What are the other two angles now? It is an isosceles triangle. Two sides are equal, which means two angles must be equal.
There's also obtuse.
Obtuse is fine. Obtuse triangle is fine. Good. But my question is, please find these two angles. Let's say angle A and angle C.
70.
Only 70. Who said that? Okay. Someone said 70. Joseph, join now. Okay. Someone said 70. Is it 70 really?
Will it be 35?
It is 35. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So the reason.
Because it will be half of 70.
Yes. Because one angle itself 110, which means the remaining two angles, the sum of two angles is add up to 70. But we understand that both those angles, the angle A and C are same, which means we are going to divide by 2, so which is 35 degrees. So please add 35, 35, 110. We will ended up getting 180, and also you can see that it is an isosceles triangle and an obtuse triangle. Anybody has any questions? Arfan, do you understand? Sultan, what about you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay, good. Okay. See, sometimes we might get a question using the values like x and all, okay? So what I mean to say, guys, x plus, just a second, 20, x plus 10, and this one, just a moment, let me take it correctly. 2x plus 10. One moment, okay, one moment before you guys process. Okay, let me have a look at this first. I don't think that's a good question. Just a moment. By 4. Yes, guys, you can go ahead now. Yep. So I want you to find angle A, angle B, and angle C. And please tell me the type of an angle. So find the angle A, B, C, and then tell me the types of an angles. So shall I explain that, guys, before? What do you think? Would you like to try, anyone? Or shall I explain? No answer? Shall I explain, guys? Arfan? Sultan, can I?
Explain.
Okay, see, we know that the sum of three angles add up to 180 degrees, right? Three angles values are given. Three angles values, instead of values, they have given in the expression format, which is, but those are angles, right? Angle A is 2x plus 10, angle B is x plus 20, angle C is x plus 10. Okay, see, this is, we are going to add all these three angles because sum of three angles add up to 180 degrees. Understand this step? Okay, then combine like terms, 2x plus x plus x, 4x, and then we have 10 plus 20 plus 10, which is 40, guys. So 180. So now subtract 40 on both sides. We'll get 4x equals to 180 minus 40, which is 140. See, I'm just writing here, x equals to 4x equals to 140, x equals to 140 divided by 4. So x is going to be how much? 35?
35.
So the yes, Joseph. Yep. So the value of x is here. I mean 35. Sultan, do you understand that? Arfan? If yes, no. I will explain again if you want to. Okay. So if x is 35, just substitute x value in each of this. We have a 2x plus 10. So 2 times 35 plus 10, which is 70 plus 10, which is 80 degrees. So angle A is 80 degrees. Angle B is x plus 20. 35 plus 20. What is 35 plus 20? 55 degrees. And finally, 35 plus 10, which is C, which is 45.
Sir, how did you know that X? Oh, okay.
So we have to first the value of x. Then we are going to substitute. So now tell me what type of a triangle it is. So if you want me to write the angles, I will write it here. The 55 and 45. So what type of an angle, I mean triangle it is? Triangle? All angles are less.
Acute.
Yes. Then one more.
And scalene.
Scalene. Why scalene? Because
Because
all
all sides are not equal.
yeah, sides are not equal, angles are not equal in this
Yes.
case. Yeah, very good, guys. Yep, that's it of today's webinar. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Anybody? I hope you guys are able to follow me then. So if yes, any questions? No?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Nothing,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, great. So please try yourself some questions, okay, before we wind up. What kind of a triangle it is? Nothing is given. So you just need to find the triangle, type of a triangle. Anybody? We can't tell both sides. Yeah, just tell me one. So one is obtuse triangle. I think both said obtuse triangle, yes. And Sultan, so can you please tell me how you got isosceles? See, there is no instruction given. It can be if two sides are equal, then it is isosceles. So this can be isosceles or what is the other one? Scalene. Yeah, it can be isosceles or a scalene. So there is no instruction given. We can't decide. Do you agree with me? Yeah, Joseph. I hope you guys understand this. So because no instruction are given. If they're given two lines here like this, then you could have decided. It is scalene triangle. Okay. So the next one, guys, the similar way, but yep, just have a look at this. What type of a triangle it is? So, okay, isosceles. So we can say just isosceles because angle is not given. So obviously we don't know what type of the other type. Maybe a scaling, maybe isosceles. Okay. Then please go ahead with this. Two angles of this triangle, I mean, of a triangle is 30 and 45. Please measure the third angle.
105.
Joseph said 105. Let me have a look, Joseph. Yep. Because we get 75. So obviously 105. Nice one. So what is the answer for the next part? Okay, I think a few students answered. So this is 105, good. And what type of a triangle it is? It is
Scalene.
scalene, yeah. And what type of a triangle it is based on angle? It is obtuse. Yes, guys, very good. Okay, I have one more question, I think. Let's go to that. Okay, so nothing is given here. Oh. I don't think the question is correct. Just find the first part. Or the second part, I mean, not the first part. What type of a triangle based on angle? Obtuse. Because it has a 120 degree. Yeah, that's it, guys. Yep. Thank you so much. Please take care, guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.